Basement floor is full of water from yesterday. But we are going to try to get this going. Philip's going to try to prime this pump here with the water bottle. Our worry was that the pump was going to burn out. So we're going to really keep a close eye on this, see if we can get it primed up and get the water pumping. The well looked like it had a little more water in it today than yesterday. Philip took a little peek in it earlier. He fixed where the hose was broken and blown out. What do you feel or not feel, or see or not see?
I'm feeling it. It's just we gotta pressurize everything. So we're low on pressure, so it's gonna take a minute because obviously when the line blew, all the pressure.
I heard the pressure.
Yeah.
That was the explosion.
Yeah. So right now, we're just sitting above 20 psi. That's 20 pounds per square inch in the pipe. I think we wanted to get up to the, I think it's around 60, could be 70 pounds, but like I shouldn't be able to hold my finger over that full bore here.
Does it seem like our pump is working though, or like we didn't blow it out?
Feels like it's working.
Okay.
It's definitely pulling.
We're gonna have to shot back to get the water out of the bottom here. Goodness knows we've done that enough times.
Yeah.
You forget how dungeony rock and stone and dirt our basement is because we don't ever have to come down here. So like the house is so beautiful, and then you come down to the basement, you're like, oh. Who lives here? And now we have water on the floor down here, so we're gonna get that all. That was from the explosion yesterday when the pipe went. Didn't seem like there was any point in shot backing it up yesterday when we figured there might be more water coming in.
Here we go. Okay.
Oh.
So we're gonna.
I hear the sound difference on the pump now.
Okay. Get the air out of the system. We're climbing.
Nice.
Pressure.
There's a pressure
We're at
gauge
40
now.
psi. Really what we want to do is get full pressure, and then this pump will kick off at a certain psi. Once it kicks off, then we know it's good. Hopefully the pump's not wrecked.
I hope that I caught, like yesterday I heard the sound and immediately came down to turn it off. So had we not been home, there it kicked off.
So 50 psi. So our line should be pressurized. Now all we need to do is just go
Check the water. Okay, I'll check the water. But I was just thinking yesterday, as I was editing yesterday's video, I was thinking to myself, can you imagine if yesterday the pump would have done that, you know, blow of the hose when we weren't home? Because the basement, when I opened the door, it looked like it was filled with smoke, which it wouldn't have been.
It just would have. So what would have happened was, well, first off, this overheated, so this didn't shut off,
right?
And it was really hot. So this was burning, which is a fire hazard completely.
Yeah.
So you know we have to figure out something with that. But water, we were already, our well.
Yeah.
Was empty, so the problem was it wasn't sucking any water up through this main line.
Yeah.
So all the water that was coming out once this heated up and blew off
was just what was in the line.
Was just in the line. So once the line was all cleared, which it was almost all cleared down here, then it,
gross.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a dungeon basement.
Clean water at least, but it was it goes onto like our dirt / concrete floor. So it immediately kind of turns to mud.
Well, I hope we have water.
Okay, I'm gonna go check. Okay, so exciting. Philip is the best ever. Not that we ever questioned that. We have water. Oh, goodness. Yep. It's kind of choppy a little bit. It's been a pretty long day here. 2 days in a row. We've kind of had, I guess, not a rough day. We have not had rough days, but a rough day and trying to figure out our water situation. We always have reserve water on property, so don't worry. All of the animals have all of their water. And today it just makes things like showering, laundry, dishes, things like that. So good thing all that stuff was caught up, so I don't have to worry about it for a day or two. And honestly, I'm working on orders. I decided to put yesterday's sweatshirt back on and not to worry about it, because I'm just gonna get myself full of sawdust and all full of a mess today anyways. And laundry can wait for Monday. We ran the pump and we ran our water, and I was able to fill and like scrub out horse troughs, pigs, chickens, turkeys, the cattle bins. I was able to clean everything. We had water, filled everybody up. Everyone had some nice drinks. We were able to fill everything back up, like top everybody, so that everyone was good for the night. And then I went inside because I felt like the water pressure was kind of going low. And I thought, oh, maybe our water level wasn't high enough for me to do all of that. But I really wanted to get it done because I could care less if we don't have water in terms of like showering, laundry, dishes for, 24 hours or something. But I certainly don't want to really get low on our reserves of water on the property when we have animals, in case we have to order in a part and it might take a couple days or something. So I'm gonna go inside because it's getting super windy. So I was starting to feel like the water pressure was going down a little bit while I was finishing my last outdoor chore. So I felt the water pressure getting lesser and lesser as I went to the house to turn the water off. And I said to Philip, I don't think I have the water pressure that I did. What does that mean? And so he went back down in the basement and we lost completely no water coming through the tap. We have a blown water pump, well pump, I believe, which means that tomorrow or Sunday or Monday, whenever we can get out when the weather's nice, we're going to go and get a new pump. Luckily, I have Philip who's able to install it. He knows how to do all of that. So I think it's pretty easy to do anyways. That will save us. But really, what's happening is it keeps tripping the breaker off. So we're pretty certain that that old pump down there just needs to be replaced. And to be honest, even if it's working in like increments, we could not sleep at night worrying if the well goes dry for some reason and the pump smokes like it did yesterday and we weren't home. We would be so obviously devastated. It's not worth the risk. So for $500 or $700 or whatever it's going to be for us to get a 1 horsepower pump for the basement, that's obviously the decision we're going to do. So whether I want to spend that in the budget or not, that's irrelevant. I care more about my family's safety, and we're going to have to go out and go shopping for a new one. So we can put the water on. It just keeps tripping the pump off every once in a while. And so I just don't feel good about continuing to use it. So we have it turned off right now. If we have to use it for water over the next 24 hours or something until we get the pump, then one of us can stand downstairs with it while one of us fills something up or whatever, just to make sure we're extra safe. Because, oh my goodness, can you imagine? I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I knew that something that we could control was a cause of something that would be detrimental to us. So we're going to go shopping for a well pump. Some people like to go shopping for more fun things, but here we're going to go shopping for a well pump. But that's okay. We have tons of water on property to last us for the rest of the weekend, even if we have to travel around to find a pump. And I say that because most stores in our area seem to have 1/2 horsepower or 3/4 horsepower pumps in stock. Our pump downstairs right now is a 3/4 horsepower, and we don't get the greatest water pressure upstairs in the upstairs bathroom. And so while we're replacing the pump, we might as well upgrade it to something 1 horsepower or stronger so that we can actually have much better water pressure up there. We get water up there, obviously, but we need the pressure to be a little stronger up there. So blessing in disguise. We're going to solve a problem, fix a safety issue, upgrade something that we haven't upgraded in the house yet, and it's kind of a win-win all around, except for For some reason, no matter how big or how small, when things go wrong in an old house, you have to remind yourself as to why you bought it and think of all the good things, because sometimes old houses or any houses, really doesn't matter how old your house is, you have to do maintenance things. And so look at this muffin. She's listening to every word I'm saying. You have a wet face, ma'am. You were drinking the water. Hi, Henry. You guys just like to peek me through the gate. You guys are so cute. So whether you have a new house or an old house, there's always maintenance things you need to do, and things just sometimes need to be replaced, and that's what we're kind of dealing with right now. So not a big deal. So glad we caught it. So glad we were home to catch it, and that it wasn't a bigger problem. And our well will fill back up by itself. It's already higher today than it was yesterday. So that's why I was able to actually run water through to get everything done today. So that's a good news that the water's like coming through. But that's okay. But today I've been working on, I'm literally covered in sawdust. I've been working on orders and some custom made work that I'm working on just even for our own home. So that was a nice relaxing day. Chase is feeling a little bit better today, but he's still not feeling 100%. Philip's feeling like so-so. I'm feeling fine. And Dayton's so far feeling fine. So fingers crossed this doesn't run through the house. I'm pretty sure most families around our area have some kind of a bug going on, and everyone just keeps passing it back and forth. It seems like we were just all sick, all four of us, around Christmas time. And so it doesn't seem to matter how healthy we cook, how many vitamins you take, how much you sanitize the home. If you go to school or you go to work or you go to get groceries, you're bound to catch something. And that's just kind of like how things are, I guess. So I don't know if anyone else's family is dealing with that, but we're all doing pretty good anyways. But today is day 52 of our daily uploads. Just a quick one for you today, as obviously I'm working on some of my order stuff that needs to get sent out. So I obviously need to make that a priority. And some of the things I'm working on, I can't show you yet. So to include that in our daily video today, I can't show you yet. I'm working on something really cool that I think you're really gonna like. It's just something for our house, but it's something that's taking me quite a bit of time to make. But it's just an idea that I had that I think is going to be really adorable. I'll show you. Probably by next week I can show you. But I love you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. We are so excited to be on our daily episodes. I know we keep mentioning it, but you guys are always so uplifting. And even yesterday when we were like, dang it, the well might be dry and the pump might be blown, you guys just left us like the most amazing comments, and it really cheered us up. So thank you so much for that. And we love you. I love you guys so much. Oh my goodness. Words don't even explain how much you guys mean to me every day. And I will see you on tomorrow's episode. I'll be back working in Dayton's room tomorrow. So hopefully all four of us are upright tomorrow.